Dank Africa.
Yes.
Ill, broken, low in spirits.
Yes.
David, you're home.
Oh, Fanny.
Was that the phone, David?
I believe so. I'll pick it up and see. Hello? Yes, Cliff, how are you? Yes, I'm back from Africa. A bit ill, somewhat broken and quite low in spirits, but other than that, the same old David.
The other phone, David.
Just a moment, Cliff. Hello? Grace, we were just talking about you sitting here. Linda,
I'll get this one.
Hello, Cliff.
Hello.
Just a minute.
Oh, Genevieve.
You'll hold on. Grace, will you hold on just a minute? Hello, Cliff. Cliff, hold it just a minute. Gracie is still there. Hang on just a minute. Hello. This is David.
Genevieve.
Charlie?
Well, listen.
Yes, I'm home, but I've got 2 other calls.
Oh, how wonderful. It sounds grand.
Hold on, Charlie.
Yeah.
Linda, you've put more phones in since I went away.
Hold on a minute, Genevieve. Hello.
Cliff, wait just a moment, if you will.
Nobody's
Cliff.
I'll go. Wait a minute, Genevieve.
What's that, Charlie? I've got 2 or 3 more calls here.
Yes?
I'm the electric light lady, man.
Oh, well, go right downstairs.
Wait a minute, Cliff. Who is it, Linda?
It's the electric company, David.
Tell them we're out. Hello, Charlie.
We're out. Don't go downstairs.
Okay.
What were you saying, Ed?
Hello? Well, Genevieve, listen to me. I had more fun. Let's have a quiet little talk. Say, wasn't the party wonderful last night?
Okay, George, be seeing you. Yeah. Okay.
Well, wasn't it so
Yes,
stupid?
I'm back from
I thought I'd die laughing when Jim Farley drank ketchup out of Hopalong Cassidy's boot.
Tell her about Turhan Bay.
Oh, yes, and Jared Bay came in without his turban. I thought I'd die.
Well, look, Ned,
I'll at least gotten a haircut.
I'll have to see about that in the morning. Right now, I'm ill, broken, low in spirit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, across town, unmindful of the happy homecoming of David, after his expedition to the jungles of darkest Africa, spreading some calf's hoof jelly on a bagel, the younger of the 2 men looks up and says,
Hey, Dwight.
"Yeah, Finch."
How old are you?
32.
Okay, you speak up. You're the youngest.
Okay. Say, ask that fiddle player, can he play Cazares for us?
Hey, Dwight. That's a silent C, I think. It's pronounced like a K is in the Cesadas.
It's my mistake, Finch. Will you please pass down the imitation-flavored grape drink?
Here you are, Dwight.
Thanks. Well, here is a surprising turn of events. David home, ill, broken, low in spirits. And now Linda, injured in her crash through the old rocking chair bequeathed to her as a bequest from her grandmother. What will the outcome be, and what part will the men we know only as Dwight and Finch play in the lives of David and Linda? Perhaps tomorrow we'll learn more of this engrossing story as the next chapter in the life and loves of Linda Lovely unfolds.
Well, since I've worked with Maury Amsterdam for quite a while, I know that broke routine very well. And the only way I can make up for it is with a commercial now and then. Like, for instance, Arid.
Don't be half safe.
Don't be half safe.
Get this new cream deodorant. It safely stops underarm perspiration for 1 to 3 days.
Does not damage dresses.
Or men's shirts.
It completely protects you from offending by deodorizing safely, surely, instantly on contact.
Yes, no other deodorant tested. Only Arid stops perspiration and deodorizes so completely yet so safely. Yes, safely as proved by leading doctors.
It's antiseptic, a pure white vanishing cream. Does not irritate skin.
And attention, please. The amazing new ingredient Creamogen has now been added to Arid.
The new Arid with Creamogen stays smooth and creamy. All Arid is now guaranteed not to crystallize or dry out in the jar, or a new jar free, as stated on the package.
Don't be half safe.
Don't be half safe.
Be Arid safe. Use Arid to be sure. Get the new Arid, A-R-R-I-D, today. Only 39 cents plus tax.
Us, the folks, mumble. Yes, here are true stories, personal stories, human stories of people like you and me. Tonight we'll hear 2 men, 95 years old, sing, "Carry my back from Virginia." meet the man who invented the donut, and he'll tell his own story.
Why, discovered a process donuts were just little globs of gold.
We'll hear an incredible story of a woman's daring and resourcefulness, and many others. Stories you hear only when us, the folks, mumble. Now, here is Philo Moulton.
Thanks, Ed, and good evening, everyone. A few years ago, in the town of Straw, Wyoming, a rancher noticed that a number of his herd were disappearing each night. The story of why they disappeared and how this rancher stopped the strange occurrence makes real human interest. And here is Prattner Sturdley to tell what happened in his own words.
Excuse
me, Prattner, maybe you'd better use our words right there.
I used to count my cattle every night at sundown, and over a period of 2 weeks, I noticed my cattle were slowly disappearing away from my ranch. And I said to my wife, where is the cattle going? She said, away, I think.
I see, and go on, sir.
So I decided to check with the sheriff, who came right over to me, to my ranch. And I said to the sheriff, Sheriff, some of my cattle is disappearing every night, Sheriff. What shall I do to stop this? And my wife said, my husband's right, Prattner, or Sheriff.
I see, and then what happened, sir?
You are not showing much sense here, said the sheriff. Mm-hmm. And I said, maybe you're right, Sheriff. Sheriff, what will I do? And my wife said, yes, Sheriff, what should he do? And the sheriff then showed me how to count my cattle.
I see.
And I discovered that they were all there, only I hadn't counted them right. Then the roof fell in on me.
Amazing. And thank you, Prattner Sturdley. Tonight on Us the Folks, we're going to take you behind the scenes in show business and introduce to you a man who gets little acclaim but who is vastly responsible for the careers of many of America's greatest stars. Ladies and gentlemen, here at our Us the Folks microphone is Dave Morris, publicity man.
Thanks very much, Philo. Good evening, everyone.
Dave, tell us a little bit about the work of a publicity man.
Well, Philo, it's dog eat dog in my business. My job, of course, is keeping my clients' names in the news, to make those names household words in every household.
And in order to do this, what do you do?
A multitude of things.
Well, would you tell us something of some of the outstanding publicity campaigns you put on?
I'd be glad to, Philo. Probably one of the most thrilling campaigns was the one I did for Al Murch back in '43.
Al Murch, I don't believe I remember.
He was an up-and-coming singer.
And how did you publicize him?
Well, I decided Al wasn't well-known enough, so I devised a scheme whereby he was to hang by his thumbs from the 58th floor of the Empire State Building at high noon and sing doody-doo on an old kazoo into a hanging microphone.
Well, that sounds as if it should have gotten his name and picture in the papers all over the country.
It did, Philo. But unfortunately, Al had weak thumbs and fell off just as he hit the second D-do. He had a lot of talent, though.
Well, that was one publicity campaign that sort of backfired, wasn't it?
Then I worked out a terrific scheme to get publicity for Bing Crosby.
For Bing Crosby?
Yes, I figured he needed to be better known. So I approached him with the idea that he should walk across Niagara Falls on a tightrope. But he didn't go for the idea.
He didn't like it, huh?
He had a question, and that question killed the whole proposition.
What was that question?
Suppose I fell off. I couldn't answer that, so we had quite a laugh over that, Philo. And it didn't go through.
Well, just what are you doing now, Dave?
Well, Philo, right now I'm writing all the press releases for Rubinoff and his magic violin.
Oh, you're handling Ruby, are you?
Yes, I write all the stuff you read about it. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm Eastern representative for Donald Novus.
Well, we thank you, Dave Morris, for giving us this inside story of how a publicity man works. Finally now, an unusual story from real life. Standing by at our Us the Folks mobile microphones in Bumper Harvest, Nebraska, are two brothers who haven't seen each other in 40 years. They're separated from each other by a screen, and neither knows the other is anywhere near. And when I press this button on the table, that screen on the stage in Bumper Crop, Nebraska will rise, and they'll stand face to face for the first time in 40 years. And we'll hear their very first words upon meeting. Now, I'm going to press this button. Our engineer is going to bring in Bumper Crop, Nebraska.
The button won't work, Marlowe.
Well, I'll press it just the same. Here goes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you ain't my brother.
Funny, you're not mine either.
Hey, this is amazing, ain't it?
We return you now to New York.
The next 5 minutes of this program are brought to you by Thieves Incorporated, with news of a marvelous money-making offer. Learn how to turn your spare time into ready cash, how to be a successful burglar, how to be the big wheel of your gang. We'll tell you all about it right after
Mission Bell Wine.
Sweeter than the kiss of a sweet Swiss miss, that's Italian Swiss colony wine.
Mellow as the moon on a night in June, that's Italian Swiss colony wine.
A flavor rare beyond compare.
You'll never miss with Italian Swiss.
For it's pleasant as a dream by the old mill stream, that's Italian Swiss colony wine.
Yes, and you'll fall in love with delicious Italian Swiss colony wine. Aged in the wood in the cool cellars of California's historic wine colony, Italian Swiss Colony Gold Medal Label wine is rich in flavor, mellow in taste.
A flavor rare beyond compare.
You'll never miss with Italian Swiss.
For it's pleasant as a dream by the old mill stream, that's Italian Swiss colony wine.
Italian Swiss Colony, San Francisco, California.
Say, would you like to make $50,000, $100,000, or $150,000 in your spare time this very weekend? Of course you would, so listen carefully.
Send today for the complete handy burglary guide, plus the special extra introductory offer of a beginner's burglary kit and a pair of special suction shoes for climbing up walls.
Get this popular bestseller among burglars. The book that takes you behind the scenes in crime, gives you the know-how to pull big jobs. Listen to some of its interesting chapter headings.
1. Casing a joint.
2. Forging ahead.
3. How to distinguish between diamonds and zircons, as well as how to tell 12, 14, or 18 karat gold at a glance.
4. How to talk turkey to a fence.
5. Airtight alibis for every occasion.
When the postman delivers your big package, take $3.50 in cash from him. No stamp, please.
Then read and enjoy this giant volume for 30 days. Use your beginner's burglary kit. Try on the special suction shoes.
If at the end of 30 days you are not completely satisfied, if you do not agree that this is the most sensational offer ever made over the air, you are serving 6 to 12 years for petty larceny.
Don't delay. Do it today. Right now, get your card or letter in the mail. Remember, your book, burglar's kit, and suction shoes will be sent in plain wrappers.
Simply write your name and address on a penny postcard or in a letter, together with the word burglar, and mail to Thieves, WMGM, New York 22.
Well, be with us again Monday night for a brand new show. Tommy Riggs, Johnny Lou, and Diane Adrian. Our thanks to Maury Amsterdam for being with us for all these years and the great times we've had with us. Our thanks to Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding for coming down from Boston tonight to put on this show. You're tuned to the call letters of the stars, WMGM. That's our Golden Mare radio station in New York.
This is Angela Warner for Warner Stellian. Buying a big-ticket item like an appliance doesn't have to be stressful. Don't waste time wandering the paint aisles looking for help or arranging your own delivery, installation, and haul away. Our appliance specialists will simplify the process for you from delivery to professional installation and at unbeatable savings. Plus, during our huge Labor Day sale, you can get an extra up to 10% back. And that's just the start. Find out more at WarnerStellion.com.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and the choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. Click to learn more. Visit ChevyDealOnline.com.